Whoa. Damn. I wish my wand still fucking worked. Is my quality dog shit? No, it looks fine. Whatever. Fuck all this shit. I can just switch which side I'm on. Actually, I'm gonna go over here. Okay, I'm just gonna place that down for light. I don't want it there, I just want to be able to see. Hmm? Damn. It was that. What up, Viper? Am I live on Twitch? Why am I live on Twitch? Oh. I didn't mean to stream on Twitch. I'm not doing anything. I was actually like thinking I probably should have just went live on Twitch anyway. So that works. No, that's not how that was. That's never how that ever would have been. I'm not a builder, but I'm trying to build something. That's what this is. I was bored. I didn't feel like playing a horror mod. God damn. Holy shit. Just stay away. Stop spawning back in. Okay. This isn't like exactly how it was. You know, some slabs always do make everything a little better. I don't know why I'm underground. I get kind of just went here and was like, good enough. I don't know why I'm doing it. Actually, that could work. I don't think I like that. Yeah, maybe. And now there's daylight. No more bats. No, I don't want to place that. Yeah, it's just like the challenge of what the fuck did it look like, you know? And how does one transport that into blocks? I don't know. Like, I guess I don't hate that, but it doesn't look good. What up, Momo? Fuck all this shit. All of it. Damn, I did not realize how far my reach was. That's cool. How the fuck do people build? What if I just look up, like, building tutorials? People teach people how to build, like, right? To build Minecraft. Ultimate building guide. And it's 10 minutes long. What am I doing? I'm building something I saw in a dream. Well, not very well.
You started building better. So let's quickly put them into practice. I'm going to make a simple layout using step 1, and I'm going to keep it simple. Just 4 rectangles and a circle. Now I'm going to start with roofs. I'm going to bring each shape's corners up to different heights. I highly recommend making these pillars odd numbers like 9, 11, 13, 15, or whatever you need. This ensures that you have plenty of room and have a center point vertically up the wall. Keep in mind that circles are usually towers, so those need to be the tallest, but the rest of them, just make sure they're different in height. Now, get your roofs in.
There
are a lot of guides for different roofs in Minecraft and how to build them. I'll likely make an updated roof video here soon as well, so stay tuned for that. But your goal right now is to get the roof in and weave them together. Remember, your roofs are all on different heights, so your goal is to make sure you're covering the layout that you put on the ground. So for my layout, I ended up with some roofs that look like this.
So I should do the layout first?
Moving on to step 3, and now it's time for your walls.
Like
depending on the style of build you're doing and your block palette, these...
Okay, layout. Layout. I guess the inside I should use a floor with like a... Yeah. Yeah, I think. I guess I should use different blocks for different rooms. Wait, no. This shit, like, fucked off all the way this way. Same with this one. Man, I kind of wish I knew how big it would. I can find that out. 21. Wait, that was 20. You know what? That's the wrong way. I don't care. Yeah, my scale was off there. Fuck that. The fuck? Why is it doing like? Oh, because I'm on floor. I guess I'll throw the stairs here just so like I know. What is this stream about? It was kind of interesting in a way. Like, I wrote it down somewhere. Like, it was really cool at the time. It was basically like this like group of people like somehow slipped into this world here. They fell like next to this mountain thing, and there was like a castle over there. Not a very good castle, I'm aware of that. But stay with me. Stay with me. So they walk over to the castle, and like the door is like not hollow. It's like a big fucking wall. And there's like a puzzle on it they have to solve to get in and open the door. And when they get in, it's like pretty empty at first. It looks pretty cool. It's like, what's the vibe of it? Like rustic, gothic, kind of. Anyway, that's not the point. They get in, they're trapped in there. Like, they're trapped in this, like, the surrounding area of whatever is, like, fucking drop into the void. Like, complete, like, in theory, there's ground down there, but, like, you're not getting down. It's death. Anyway, when they get in there, like, it's pretty empty at first. Eventually they find inhabitants. And, when they get in there, it's like, the people were like, where's Cube? This is not related. I'm just fucking around with this mod. They're like, they were trapped in there too. They also are trapped in there. And none of them, like, everyone that's ever shown up to this place has never left. And eventually, because the first door was a puzzle, right? They lead our group to the room in which, like, everyone, whenever you walk in there, it's not like written on the fucking wall. But when you walk in there, everyone has the vibe that has something to do with getting out. And so when they when our group goes in there, it's not everyone from the group, it's not important. A few of the people from the group go in there and try to just see what they can do, you know? See if they can figure out how to get out. No one's done it before, but fuck. Maybe they will. And so they get in there and they notice like the room reacts to them. It was pretty fucking vivid. Ever since I started this new medication, I've had like really crazy dreams. The room like reacts to them in a way. It's like, here, let me make like a shitty little fucking room. That's delete. It's like, so there's some shit over here on this wall that looks kind of like a puzzle. What up, Wanda? And then there's something on the ceiling, right? And whenever, did I mention that someone was showing us around? Someone was showing us around. The person that was showing us around, they took us to this room, and they walked past this thing. I can't really recall if they didn't know it was there, or just didn't notice this happening. But they, like, saw their, like, we saw their, like, body, like, react to it. Like, it's like, how do I describe this? It's like, it was, like, not, like, stretching towards it, but, like, looked like the light was being pulled there. Not, like, in a, like, a possessed way, just in a, like, this is an important thing, and you should gravitate towards it way. No one else noticed. But we were also reacting that way. And apparently, it was just, like, a fucking vent, right? You could go up here. You could see the second floor. And, they actually got to the real puzzle room. Opened that shit. And got to the second floor. No one had ever gotten to the second floor before. What up, Red Vaporeon? No one had ever gotten up to the second floor before. And as they're walking in there, it's like much darker. The vibe of it looked like a much nicer building. But like, it was like someone built like a really nice building and then just like never lived in it, just left it for like 50 years. Just like, not like a run down, but just like forgotten. I'm doing good, how are you? So it's very dark. Like the bottom place had light. This place has no light. This place has no light. Above, like the imaginary place we're depicting right now. It's like kind of this way. This isn't exactly where it was, but it was just like this is the second actual puzzle room, right? Like imagine a full room here. This was like the door puzzle, and they got past it. It was like red carpet, like warm wood, very dark. Anyway, the current group started walking around. It's less people at this point because the other people fucked off. They were doing other shit, talking to other people. This group, it was realistic. It was not Minecraft. They get walking around, going down some hallways. Eventually, one of them hears a noise. And, they go and look at it, and there's like some sort of fucking, like I couldn't make it out, but it was clearly some sort of just like problem. Like demon thing. And one of the people we were with was like experienced in dealing with this kind of shit. So they basically said, like they'll handle it, they'll watch this. You two go and like warn everyone. And like let them know we got to the second floor. But like also tell them there's shit up here that might be a problem. Like, cause who knows, it could come down. Anyway, and then I go into this big like why am I doing this? This is interior right now, by the way. Loki sounds like your hallucination. Fuck, wait, I did that wrong. Okay. What the fuck? So it's kind of like this, right? So this might be like way too big, actually. Oh, I forgot to mention, it was weird. It was like, once we got to the second floor, we unlocked this method of transportation, and there were a bunch more that linked from the first floor to the second floor. So, I went back down, and I found a room that, like, no one else had found on the first floor, where you could see the second floor. And I was looking like this way. I was like here. I was looking like this way. And I could see them up there. Keep in mind, it's like dark. And there's like rooms. This is like one of those big rooms that's open to like the first and second floor. No one had found it. And there's like a doorway here. Not important. I could recreate this part the easiest, actually. So I run back to warn everyone. And then I wake up. But I remember more of the lore. So, like, there's shit that didn't necessarily happen, but, like, I knew to be true the whole time. But, like, in that explanation, I couldn't find a place to say it. It was also not fully stone brick, by the way. This actually almost lines up decently well. I can fix it. No. And I remember the puzzles being really fucking hard, but that's like one of the few things I actually really can't remember is what the puzzles were. Which kinda sucks. Because I remember them actually being really fun. Can I figure out this mod? Because I didn't even mention, like, everyone in this had a certain, I guess, like, skill set. Right? That they excel at. Like, when I mean skill set, I mean, like, some people could fly, some people could. Like, the flying was the main one I remember, but there were people. Yeah, kind of D&D vibes. But I've never played D&D, so it's like, I don't know. Okay, so there were things I didn't say about this place. 1. The people stuck here are dead. Not us. Everyone else was dead. There were people that, like us, arrived randomly. but they didn't get out in time. And so they're kind of like, their soul is kind of trapped there. They're like in a weird, like, limbo half-alive state where they like remember who they are, but like they're kind of stuck in the same place. That'll sound like you're on the brink of death. Yeah? So they're stuck here. These people are like, not even necessarily dead. They're like stuck there. We got there through like an anomaly. The world was God, the existence of the world was like cloudy. Like because my dreams will have like logic. Kind of. In the sense that like there will kind of be reasons for why things are happening. Like even if it's not like directly shown to me in any way, I will just be under the understanding that this is the reason why this is happening. Just immediately. Basically, like, I was kind of improving part of it because it didn't fully make sense, so I had to like make it make sense. Like fucking hundreds of years ago, this like radioactive, I guess, like thing crashed into Earth, and it altered the course of humanity in the sense that we are still similar technological innovation as we are today, but the population of the world significantly lower, and it's not as accessible. So like people that are living, a lot of the population is kind of living, this is like kind of in the past, but there is still like technology. I'm gonna need you to write a book right now. I was thinking like this is kind of like an interesting story. I kind of do want to write this shit. I have a lot of dreams that I'd actually like to turn into books or something, but I'm not a good writer. I'm just explaining what happened in the dream. What a computed sum. Fuck, what was after that? So like, yeah. Modern-ish world. Kind of like Adventure Time. Think Adventure Time. Like in Adventure Time, it's like, kind of like, just think Adventure Time. In terms of like technology. Maybe I should just grab my laptop where I actually wrote it all down. The castle itself, I was a little cloudy on. I always get so self-conscious of speaking whenever I hear people outside my door. Just needs to make sense. Yeah. So basically the cloudiness that I remember, the castle had some sort of trauma experience inside of it from whenever the radioactive or whatever meteor hit Adventure Time. I'm thinking about what it's based on. Hit the world. Because I was thinking like it's like Adventure Time. I was gonna say it's different from Adventure Time in some way, but I forgot what I was going to say, and I'm going to forget what I'm trying to say if I don't keep going. So I'm going to keep going. The meteor that hit the Earth caused people to have supernatural abilities, and it is kind of more in like a magical, like D&D type of way. But basically, not everyone got it at first, and some people were killed because their body couldn't handle having it. And so the castle thing was used for experimentation for it, and like trapping people there against their will to like experiment against them. But then like, this is where I get a little cloudy because I can't remember what exactly, like obviously that's already traumatic within itself. But like beyond that, I'm cloudy. So the castle itself is like trapping people there because the people who were experimented on are like, their souls were kind of trapped here. And so it's forcing people to stay here to try and like help them get freed. And but if you stay there too long, you end up just trapped with the people who are trying to make you free them. So the theme of the story was kind of like being trapped in the past and kind of trying to move on. Basically. And flight was one of the abilities granted by the magical radioactive meteor. Or whatever. And yeah. Some of the other people like had enhanced normal abilities. Basically, another part of the lore is that this is like, the castle isn't the only anomaly. There are people who basically, I guess, form groups kind of officially and unofficially, it's not important. To basically go and look at these anomalies. And that's how we got here. But we didn't, like, no one knew anything about this anomaly because anyone who goes here does not leave. And so, since they don't leave, there's no way for them to like get information out. I need this to be a book. If you write it, I'll illustrate it. Sounds so detailed and mysterious. Shit, maybe. What up, Tinrab? I have more too. I'm more hazy on some of them because I didn't write them down as well. Some of them are like years old. Was this stream about me trying to build something I saw in a dream, but then I just ended up describing the dream and someone told me I should write a book about it. Momo, specifically, told me I should write a book about it. And now I'm kind of considering it. Write the book, but then I'd have to write a book. And I don't know how to do that. You'll buy the book 10 times. I'd probably just release it for free. I'd probably just like type it all in like a paste spin. And just like, here, read this. Well, if you pay me, you pay me. I don't like charging for my work. I've just been kind of running around the top of this thing for a minute. Is there anything else? Was there anything else that I can remember? Oh yeah, one of the things that made the least amount of sense is oh, I forgot to actually, no, this makes sense. The castle in a way is, how's everything? All right, let's fine. Nothing crazy. Text to speech does exist, and you just want to get base structure, then not details. Yeah, base structure. I need to get this structure down. How's the job you have? Same shit. Not much. Okay, yeah, it was self-sustaining in the way that there was like a cafeteria and like you were provided for in there. It was coming from no clear place to you, but it was provided to you. And so that's where the other people went to eat. Is I'm not talking about my job right now. I'm talking about the dream. That's where the other people in the group went. Was we weren't hungry, they were. So they went to go get food. The food is completely like the food's fine. It's food. You're so fucking lost, yeah. Because this is like the end kind of the dream. They went to go fuck off and get food. Like everything was provided there. Was the source of land? Was it above or below ground? It was pretty much. Give it a second. This time of day. Was there a currency? No, it was like a. So because of the wide range of people trapped there, and considering the fact that food was free, it was sort of a communist kind of vibe. I don't remember a lot of the people that were there, but I do remember that there was like a 16-year-old girl trapped there, and I remember whenever I walked past her, we were being told, like, we were being introduced to all the people around us. I remember being introduced to her and just being like, damn, she got trapped here at 16. That fucking sucks. He's like, I got there at like 22. Look, at least I'm an adult. And I can, like, being a child in that situation sounded terrible to me. Sounds dystopian. Kind of, not really dystopian. Let me Google that word. Get a clear definition. Okay, I'd say not dystopian because the society itself isn't necessarily dystopian, but it was formed due to bad circumstance. The society is actually a pretty healthy society. It's a very functional society that was in there. Okay, I'm gonna figure out how to write a book, I guess. I'm gonna channel my 2015 YouTuber and release a book. I was thinking of making it a Minecraft SMP. I'm not gonna lie. So it could be like actually acted out. But I feel like it kind of clashes with another SMP idea my friend wanted me to do. No, actually, he didn't want me to do it. He told me the idea and I said I'd do it, and he was kind of he seems like he doesn't want me to do it. So that's why I could probably still do it. Thank you. I've been DM'd. No, I have not. I got pinged. 2015, 15-year-old. What? Would have made that shit up. Let me get this shit like planned out then. And also like further enhance the lore. You dipping? See ya. Thank you. You too. You should still be subbed to me. I haven't even been a content creator for a month. Stop paying for Amazon. Why? See ya. Okay, I guess I'm not getting that answer. There are more though. Let me think of one. One of them. Because there were some pretty interesting things. A lot of my dreams, I feel like people would consider nightmares, but like to me, the dream itself is as if I'm watching a movie, in a way. Basically, there's this one. This dream is kind of just PT, if I'm being honest. But it's not really. So it's like, I was in my parents' closet. I don't know why. In my house. I walked in my parents' closet. And our attic is in my parents' closet. But there was a door in our parents' closet. Or in my parents' closet. It was exactly the same as my actual attic door. And so all of us are like, what the fuck? We have never seen this shit before. So of course, we open it and go in there. Holy shit. People in my fucking house, I swear. Anyway. Yeah, there was like a door here. And it went up to this like fucking infinitely spiraling like library. And that one doesn't really have a story, which is kind of cool to me, like to see. So describing it isn't as cool, but like just imagine it looking cool and you'll get it. You get a lot of night terrors where I just get killed. And the animals I love get killed over and over and over again. Oh. I don't know what to say to that. And there was this other one where I was in like some I just remembered a good one. There was this one where I was like in some underground facility, right? And there were a bunch of people trapped on a fucking conveyor belt. I was one of them. And basically, we were potential in some sort of way to have some sort of ability that this group of people wanted. Powerful group of people. And so basically they were testing us to see if we had it, and if we didn't, we knew too much and they killed us. And that's what the conveyor belt did. It tested us, and if we weren't good enough, they killed us. And we were in groups for some reason. Like, I think it was two people next to each other. Anyway, me and the dude I was with escaped. And a lot of it was action based, and I'm terrible at describing action. A lot of shit happened. And basically we got out, and it was just like this little fucking, just this little like stand. Like there was an elevator that went up, and there was like a watchtower. No one was in it. We walk out. There's just one road, and we start running towards it because we need to save the people in there that are being killed that no one knows about. And then I woke up. What's up, guys? Very cool. God, there was this one I had recently. Basically, I was in Corpus Christi at the time. If you don't know what Corpus Christi is, it's a like beach town kind of. I was on the island, so I wasn't in Corpus. I was in like Port A. Port A is in beach town in Texas. It is a real place. I had a dream in this real place. I don't live there, but I've been there. Anyway, I was staying with a friend. This friend that I was staying with doesn't live there in real life. But in this dream he did. And I'd woken up before everyone else. And so I started to get myself food. And for some reason, all of the bread in his house was either moldy or burnt. And I really wanted honey toast. This is not important at all. I just really wanted honey toast. Couldn't get it. Terrible mood. Like, damn, this fucking sucks. This is the worst thing that could happen right now. And then I get an Amber Alert, or not an Amber Alert, like a alert on my phone. That's like an Amber Alert, but it's not for a child. It basically says, the area you're in has been exposed to like nuclear waste, and there's some sort of bomb evacuation. So honey toast was not the worst thing that could have happened that day. And so I start freaking the fuck out because there is a nuke somewhere nearby. And I don't know if it's about to strike or if it's just like dormant or where it is. And so I walk outside of the house. The sky looks fucking crazy. It's like insanely, like it kind of looks like the sky whenever there's a tornado. Insanely cloudy, just like gray. It wasn't like hard to see though. It was very, not like bright, but like you could see the details in the clouds. And it was very overcast. It was not raining, just overcast. And as I walk outside, I start to walk toward the coast. And there is this giant, huge fucking ship with a like bunch of fucking nukes on it. And so I see that shit. The waves are going crazy, by the way. The waves are going crazy. And I think that's why the alert happened, is because they were transporting nukes and then weather was bad and they started getting pushed towards the shore. Which doesn't make sense, because why are they transporting nukes in the Gulf of Mexico? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's a dream. That part doesn't need to make sense. Anyway, so I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I gotta get off of this island. I gotta go back to Austin. And probably to fucking further west than that. So I get in my car and I start trying to drive. And they're not letting anyone out. Apparently, we had been like isolated from media and the internet because they didn't want this shit to get out. So they isolated everyone on the island and near Corpus Christi. Didn't let any information get out. So I'm like, well, fuck. I'm stuck on this island. I don't even live here. I'm stuck on this fucking island. At least I'm staying with someone I know. And so I'm like, well, fuck, I need to go back. And so for some reason I start walking back. I think driving was utterly useless, right? Couldn't drive. I start walking back. And then the furthering of why any of this was happening, the island started flooding. And so I was like standing on a walkway. I was like walking this way. There's like a building here. Imagine this like sidewalk, like a support thing, and then that's below. And there was like a roof too. It was like nice and covered. Shops over here. Covered walkway, sidewalk, and then a bit of a dip. Normally, there'd be cars like right here, because this is where the road would be. The water was like up to here, so it was starting to come up. So I'm like, I gotta get back fast, but for some reason, I didn't mention this. My friend's house is underground. Not like fully underground, it's like basement level. At least where I was staying. So I start running the fuck back. And the water keeps getting higher. It starts to get up to my legs, starts to get up to my like knees. I start freaking the fuck out because I'm stuck on an island near nukes and it's flooding. And then I walk past these people that just really don't give a shit and make fun of me for having an old phone. And then I woke up. Yeah, that one suddenly ends. That's how my dreams usually do. Like, they start getting really good. There was this other one that was kind of like interesting. I think I'm probably going to go eat after this one. Basically, how do I start this one off? I am near a camp. Now, I'm in a the government fucking sucks where I am. I'm in like kind of America, but kind of not America. The government fucking sucks though. They took away all women's rights. And they started having camps for them. Crazy. Anyway, this has been on, like, this is in the dream. This is not new. This is something that's been going on. And I am part of a group that's like trying to save people from these camps and get them out of the country. And so basically, I meet this guy. Fuck, what was his name? I don't remember his name, but I know he looked exactly like Electro Boom. He looked exactly like Electro Boom. Fuck, what was his name? This dream was like 7 years ago, by the way. Like, this is a while ago. Not the old phone. Yeah, that was so random. And then I woke up just like thinking like, why the fuck did that happen at the end? Anyway. It was like a Eastern European name, I think. I feel like it was a Y name. I think it was a Y name. Electro Boom, yeah. Fucking. It was Electro Boom. Like, that's who I was working with. Anyway, me and this dude were trying to save my family members, because my family members were stuck in one of the camps. We were trying to save my family members. And, so basically, he had this, like, little fucking outpost in nearby woods. Sounds kind of creepy when you think about it, but, like, in the dream, it was, like, not. It was near, like, the Canadian border. I don't know what state we were. I think we were still in Texas, but for some reason, Texas was near the Canadian border. I don't know. Don't think about it. So basically, me and this dude were trying to break into the camp to save, at the very least, my family members. God, this one's cloudy because it was so fucking long ago. So we break into the camp. It's like walled off on all sides. Okay, thanks for stopping by for 2 seconds. Yeah, that dude refuses to call me Zeshi. I don't know why. But whatever. My name, I never told people to call me Wob. By the way. That was just my username. Wob was based off of Wilbur Soot. So that's why I don't go by it anymore. That's why I changed my username on OS. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, the fucking women's camp. We break into it. And we had to, like, lay so fucking low. If you can, it's fine. We had to lay so fucking low. Because it was guarded and they knew who we were. Like, the people guarding it knew who we were. We were notorious for doing this shit. So we start sneaking around the fucking camp. Looking for my family members. We find them. Halfway done. We found the people we were looking for in this camp. Now we had to get them out. This is where shit starts to go wrong. As we try sneaking them out, we don't get noticed. But because of how the camp works, they notice that the people we were trying to break out were not in their usual place for that time of day. So they're like, hey, what are you two doing there? And then whenever they look at them, they notice us. And they have guns. So we duck behind some shit. Immediately, they start firing at us. We're behind good cover. But we don't have a path to get out. No way for us to get out. And so we're thinking of what to do. And then Electro Boom sacrifices himself so that I can get out with my family members. He saved us. But because we weren't in a good place originally, we still had like kind of a weird way to go. And so we end up in like this fucking maze. Like I think it's right outside the camp. It's like this maze of like garden shit. Like it was outside the camp, but it was a maintained garden. And so we have to lie low, but we still have to get out. And then I woke up, and then I realized that that dream was kind of just Handmaid's Tale, but it was different. Yeah, not Electro Boom. Not Electro Boom. I think I could definitely spin it off into its own thing. I don't think it'd have to be a knockoff Handmaid's Tale. It was different enough. It was just basically like the same basic concept, but like it was its own story. Because there was no like fertility issues. The government just hated women. Spreads there, yeah. Government ain't need no fertility issues to hate women. They're so good at that. They don't need a reason. They do not need a reason. Let me think if I have any more. Any more. My most interesting. I think it'd be kind of funny to make like a series where I describe my dreams, but as if they actually happened and like flesh them out. Like never in the video would I say it's a dream. But it's like kind of obviously shit that never happened. It'd be a little funny. All my dreams are just about like life-changing shit happening. Like there was this one. Ooh, how do I even describe this? Not work. Oh, does it? That's good. It just doesn't work whenever I'm doing this. Which kind of makes sense. You know, okay. Ooh, I really want to describe this one, but I have no clue how to. God, there's also somewhere I like remember the vibe of them. But like nothing of the storyline. Also, my phone works in my dreams. Like I've heard that a lot of people like don't have their phone on them in their dream. A lot of the times I have my phone in my dream and I usually take pictures of stuff. And then I wake up and I like check my camera roll. Cause I'm like half asleep and like, wait, did that happen? So I check my camera roll. Of course it's not fucking there. Internet connection was good. No, my phone pisses me off in dreams. Because sometimes I'll pull on my phone in a dream and like I'll be having a conversation. And like I'm trying to Google something about the conversation. I'm like, you know, make sure. And like Google won't pull up shit. Whenever I try and type, it just keeps pressing the wrong letters. Oh my god. My phone rage baits me in my dreams. I swear it's so fucking... I almost kind of wish it just wouldn't show up. Sounds like it is like... You know, I'll think of more. This stream is kind of at a dead end because I talked about everything. So I have nothing else to talk about. I'll get on writing that book, though. I will get on writing that book. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. You have French fries? Let's fucking go. Goodbye. I do need to go now. Good night.